Jungkook to China secretly. Why did HYBE hide this from the army? Is it about a secret project, love, or conflict within BTS itself? Shocking facts, mysterious movements at the airport, and one taeil statement that hints at it all. Is this the end of everything? Or is it the beginning of something much bigger? Jungkook secretly to China. Shocking evidence and reasons behind it. Revealed. Surprising reasons why Jungkook chose China as his latest secret destination. Did you hear this news? Is it true that Jungkook, BTS's beloved golden magne, went to China without a single official statement from HYBE, from the manager, even from the other BTS members? Why is all this so secret? And more importantly, what exactly is going on behind the scenes? On a quiet night in Seoul, when BTS fans thought their day was going to be a normal one, a blurry post from an unknown person went viral on social media. I saw someone who looked a lot like Jungkook at the international airport, but he was disguised. One sentence, one upload, but his emotional outbursts? Unstoppable. Then the question, why does Jungkook have to go undercover? Why would a star of her class have to hide her identity? And why China? Out of so many places in the world, what is HYBE hiding? Is this part of a big project that has not yet been released, or is there a deeper and emotional personal mission behind this silent step? Evidence pointing to China began to emerge, little by little. From the same black watch that JK wore during the last shoot in Japan, to the cryptic immigration stamp on a boarding pass that was glimpsed in a vlog of a HYBE staffer. But the most surprising thing is not the evidence, except the silence of the BTS members. Yeah, none of them, not RM, not Jimin, not even Taeil, talked about Jungkook's whereabouts for the past 3 days. No story upload. There is no message in the community. There is no daily bon appetit that is usually their sweet habit. And shut up like this, in the world of BTS, is a sign. Many ARMY began to speculate. Is this a form of silent resistance from Jungkook? Or is it just that he is carrying out a big mission that is too sensitive for the public to know? Some even mentioned the possibility of a collaborative solo project with a well-known Chinese artist that has never been highlighted by Korean media. But is that reason strong enough to keep everything a secret, even from the fans he has always loved? Meanwhile, a video of an army man in Shanghai went viral on Twitter X. The video features a man in a black hoodie, a large hat covering his face, but with a gait very familiar to those who have followed Jungkook for years. And as the camera captures a snap of the man's hand movement, a glimpse of a small tattoo identical to one of Jungkook's signature tattoos, the number 0613. ARMY goes wild. Some cry from worry. Some are angry because they feel betrayed. But many more are perplexed. Why China? Why without news? And why is everything so quiet on the part of the agency? Until finally, a simple sentence from Taeil in an interrupted live suddenly went viral. He said quietly, "If you know the goal, you will understand why you have to go that far." And right after that sentence was said, his live suddenly died. Without explanation. Without apology. Instantly, the sentence became an enigma. What does that mean? What to understand? What is so important that a Jungkook should disappear without a trace, without greeting, without saying goodbye? Some fan analysts even dissected Jungkook's last songs, looking for clues in lyrics that might have been taken for granted. In an unreleased demo track, he wrote, "There's a place away from the light, a place where I can breathe again." Was it China? Is that the freedom he seeks? Even more shocking, on the same day as Jungkook's departure, a mysterious photo emerged from HYBE's boardroom showing a sign with a large inscription, Project C. C for China? But perhaps the most emotional part of it all came from a message caught in the personal account of one of HYBE's staffers who allegedly went on the trip. A message that was then immediately deleted, but had time to screenshot. "I've never seen JK so calm, but also so heavy. It's like he left behind something he couldn't take with him." What did Jungkook leave behind? Is that BTS? Is that someone? Or the army itself? Questions are piling up. And HYBE? Still mum. On the one hand, the public began to question the limits of professionalism and privacy of an idol. But on the other hand, the army felt like it was losing its way. If it's true that Jungkook is facing pressure, why doesn't he share it? Why be alone? Why did you choose to go to China? Is it about someone from the past who was there? Is it about new self-discovery? Or is it about a big offer from an international company that has been approaching it secretly? More surprisingly, a leaked document from a Sino-Korean multinational cooperation shows the initials JK as part of a short film project that is planned to be released exclusively in China. But when? And with whom? What made all this even more emotional was the response of the young army, who admitted to feeling abandoned. One comment touched thousands of hearts. If he's tired, we want to know. If he wants to go, we'll understand. But please, don't shut up like this. The nights were colder for many fans who were used to seeing Jungkook's face greet them even if it was just through the story. Now, even his voice is gone. And the questions that hang never find answers. Is this a farewell? Or just pause? Is China the place he disappeared, or the place he came back as a new figure? One thing is certain. Jungkook's silence is not just an absence. Silence is a message. Are we ready to translate? I don't know if he'll come back with a smile, or not return at all. The sentence was written in the diary of an ARMY senior who claimed to have followed Jungkook's journey since his 2013 debut. And for some reason, the phrase now resonates in the hearts of millions of people who wonder, what exactly is going on? When many people think that overseas trips are just part of the celebrity routine, this time there is a different nuance. Aura of tension, feeling of loss, and, of course, secrets. It's not just about the destination, it's also about the reason. Because all this is too silent, too neat. It's too dark, and silence that is too neat often harbors the deepest wounds. One internal HYBE source, who declined to be named, delivered a suspicious sentence to a freelance reporter. Jungkook is looking for space. Not to run away, but to rearrange something that he had not had time to face. What does it mean to rearrange something? Is it about a career, love, or maybe an internal conflict? Some fans began to highlight Jungkook's change of attitude in recent weeks before Gone. He rarely smiles, looks more aloof, and even cut the live broadcast in the middle of a question and answer session just because he got one comment, "You look tired." And that day, many didn't realize that his last smile looked like an apology. If I don't show up for a while, you'll still be waiting for me, right? It was fast, almost like a joke. But now, it feels like the last gesture before parting. To his surprise, HYBE abruptly removed two important schedules that previously featured Jungkook as the main star. No statement. No clarificación. Even the official social media staff did not give any explanation. Is this part of the secret scenario? Or is there some internal pressure pushing Jungkook to leave? Meanwhile, in a closed ARMY community, someone appears claiming to be a former trainee who is close to Jungkook. He wrote, "Jungkook has a dream that not everyone knows about. He always said he wanted to go to a place where people didn't know him, just so he could breathe normally. Maybe China is that place." But again, all this has not been confirmed. But the effect of all that news, even if it wasn't official, was enough to break thousands of ARMY hearts. Have we, as fans, demanded too much from a human being? Has our love and support turned into a silent burden for him? There is one photo that is a remarkable highlight in the middle of this issue. A rare portrait, not from the official media, but from a hidden camera that captured a figure resembling Jungkook standing in the middle of a small street in Shanghai, alone. His hat is low, his eyes are hidden, but his aura and posture are unmistakable. There he is. But what caught the most attention wasn't just his presence. Instead, his hand held onto something very familiar to ARMY, a small doll he received from fans on his 25th birthday. The doll is not just a symbol of love, it's a bond symbol. If he's still carrying the doll, then he hasn't gone away from us completely. This comment was liked by thousands of ARMY and became a small consolation in the midst of a storm of uncertainty. But still, the main mystery has not been solved. What is Jungkook really looking for in China? Speculation grows wild when a freelance photographer in Beijing uploads a blurry image from a photo shoot on the rooftop of a luxury hotel with the caption, "The Korea x China x Netflix International Project is about to begin." The main model? Secret for now. Some people believe it was Jungkook's first acting project. If so, why wasn't it officially announced? Is this a form of silent negotiation between HYBE and an outside agency? Or is Jungkook trying to prove something? And even weirder, why was he the only one to leave? Without HYBE staff, without a manager, even without a bodyguard, a former editor of a major fashion magazine gave a shocking exclusive leak. There is someone in China who is very close to Jungkook, who used to be part of his training. They have an unfinished story. Maybe it's about closure. Closure? Why isn't anyone talking? Why was everyone silent when Jungkook disappeared? This question now resonates in various international army forums, as if it were a joint cry from the same heart waiting in silence. But is it really only silence that happens? Or is it hiding a larger conflict? In a video recording that went viral some time ago, there was a moment that was barely glimpsed by the public, but is now considered an early clue to Jungkook's departure. Back then, in BTS' last concert before the individual vacuum, the camera accidentally caught a serious expression between Jungkook and Taeil backstage. Not an angry look, but more like a look disappointed. Someone then whispered something into Jungkook's ear, and since then, his expression has changed drastically. Was that the beginning of his decision? Or, even more so, was the decision born of a conflict between members that had been tightly closed by the management? An observer of the Korean entertainment industry, who used to analyze the body gestures of K-pop idols, gave an astonishing analysis. Jungkook has been showing signs of wanting to get out of the system since late last year. But he is caught between responsibility and the desire to be a mere mortal. Is going to China a form of personal resistance to the restrictive idol system? Or is he on a personal mission that not even the other members know about? Even more surprising, fans noticed that the personal account Jungkook used to secretly interact with the international fanbase suddenly deleted all the stories in one night. Some even mentioned that Jungkook had opened DMs one by one from several old fans, replied with a heart emoji, and then disappeared. This a silent farewell? And in the midst of all that speculation comes the quiet voice of someone unexpected, Jin. In a short live that he did after his mandatory military duty, when asked about Jungkook, his expression changed. He laughed a little, then said, "If I were in his position, I would probably do the same." Suddenly, the army immediately associated the sentence with speculation that Jin knew something big, but he could not reveal it publicly. As it could be, Jungkook's departure isn't just about his secret vacation, but bigger, deeper, more full of wounds. Meanwhile, a leaked email from concert management in China showed the initials JK as a special guest at a closed fashion event in Beijing. However, the organizers hastily withdrew the announcement. Is this a coincidence? Or is it evidence that Jungkook's secret project was conceived long before his departure, and even more mysterious? Where is HYBE's position in all this? Why did they let all the rumors spread wild without a single clarification? Are they afraid to say something that will make things worse? Or don't they know where Jungkook really is? Some fans even claimed that they saw Jungkook walking alone in a Shanghai city park, without any guard. His heart was broken not just because he was alone, but because, according to the eyewitness, Jungkook cried. He stood for a long time under a big tree. Then get down. Her tears fell, and he looked up at the sky while holding his left chest. The line went viral among the Chinese fanbase, who immediately linked it to Jungkook's habit of touching his left chest while singing his most emotional lyrics. Is it a form of prayer? A form of regret? Or a silent call to someone? The army in Korea also began to question why in every last HYBE broadcast, Jungkook's name was always mentioned briefly, even skipped several times in the discussion. Like there was some kind of internal agreement to cover up his disappearance. But to protect who? Is it about personal safety? About international projects? Or about a mental condition that can no longer be contained? There are other, more heartbreaking possibilities. Is Jungkook leaving because he feels he no longer has the space to be himself in a world that keeps demanding him to be perfect? Someone from the music production team once said, Jungkook is always looking for meaning in every song he sings. But later he said he doesn't know what the songs mean anymore. This sentence sounds like a warning alarm from an artist who has lost his way.